Buongiorno!
Molto bene!
Come tale vu? No, that's a different language altogether.
That's a different language.
Yes, it is. Hello, and welcome to a very special Spiraken mini movie review. I'm your host, Xan, saying konnichiwa, aloha, buongiorno! And what's up?
Hey, it's Gretta.
Up? Yes.
Spumoni.
And we're here to talk about a fun new film which just came out on Disney Plus, but you can see it in the movie theaters because we can go back to the movies. Yay! But beforehand, remember you can check out any of our earlier episodes at
www.spiraken.com
or watch the videos at www.youtube.com/Spiraken. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so you're notified on when we release new videos. And if you want to support our podcast and our future creative endeavors, join our Patreon at patreon.com/Spiraken to help us create new fun content for you to enjoy. And with that in mind, let's actually get to it because we're talking about the latest addition to the Pixar family.
Luca.
Yes, Luca, which it sounds like a joke when you break it down, but most Disney and Pixar films are jokes. A bunch of people live in a little girl's head. Old man decides to connect balloons to his house to fly to South America. Guy dies, is brought back to life as a cat and plays jazz. This one is two sea monsters go to town to get a Vespa.
Vroom vroom.
Yes, and it tells a story of Luca, a young boy, a young sea monster, whose job is to herd goatfish.
Which is adorable.
Because they actually and he's bored with his life, and he's told by his parents not to go up on the surface, treating it almost like it's
land monsters are what they call them.
Yes, but it's like, I went to the surface once, and it's almost like he did something like bad.
Yeah. Danger.
But it turns out he meets another sea monster named Alberto, who lives on the surface, and they end up becoming friends.
So it turns out that the sea monsters, when they get out of the water and dry off, are people. Just regular people. And when they get wet, they get all of their scales, their tail shows back up, and they become the sea monster again. So they play between being human and sea monsters really easily.
So this is a mixture of Little Mermaid, Splash, and a little bit of Sigmund the Monster, because he has a family that's all like, no, you can't go to the surface, you're not allowed to do that, and we're going to send you with your uncle equal if you go to the surface.
It's the overprotective parents. They're like, no, don't go there, it's not safe, stay here with us where it's safe and we love you.
But he wants to
grow and learn.
And Alberto wants to get a Vespa, because it'll mean freedom, and so he convinces Luca and him to run away to the town, and they get involved in a competition to get money to get a Vespa and make a friend, Giulietta, and make an evil enemy with a teenage boy. No, he's not. He's a grown man. Urcolo is a grown man.
He's an adult. But he's, like you said, you were 16 last year. And he goes, but this year it is true. But he's got the little shadow of a mustache.
He's just a mean jerk. And everyone in town's like, oh God, Urcolo's coming. He'll pick on the kids and leave us alone.
Yeah, he gets a little rush out of being in power. And he thinks everybody loves him. So he's like mad with control, and he thinks he's the greatest, and all the kids like fawn over him, and really everybody hates him and is afraid of him, and he's mean to his friends.
His henches.
Yeah.
And the henches are voiced by the same actor.
Oh, that's cute.
Kind of cool. But so it's them trying to get a Vespa, dealing with this, making a new friend, Giulietta, and it deals with a lot of sensitive topics, like most Pixar films. But this is not, as one reviewer said, this is not a film for sad sack adults. This is a kids movie, first and foremost. It's for kids.
I cried.
It goes straight through. No, but it's not like there's no underlying things, no existential questions, none of that. It's just A, B, C.
So I thought that there was a little moment in there when you are discovering who you are, when to break away from your family.
But that's from a kids movie.
Start your own life. But I also saw the parents figure out when to let go, and the whole point of raising a child is to develop them into a great adult who can live on their own and have their own life.
Kind of.
And when to say, goodbye. Like that whole thing on the train. So either I'm reading too much into it, or I'm the only intelligent adult who has figured out that there is something in there for adults to learn.
No, there's stuff for adults, but this is, I don't think a lot of things that happen in this aren't really earned. Like you get, like there is a relationship that's developed between Alberto and another character, and it's kind of like they had like a quick little montage sequence of 2 days, but it should have been a little longer, developed more, because that middle sequence is a little slow.
Which middle sequence?
The middle of the film is a little slow.
Oh,
It drags a little bit.
thought it was cute.
The movie overall is great. I mean,
I liked it.
Alberto's story, they hinted stuff,
It's
but
sad. His dad abandons him.
he has abandonment issues. A lot of abandonment issues.
Yeah, clearly, because his dad abandoned him.
And then when Luca's...
And he didn't have a mom.
And then when Luca gets a new friend, he goes ballistic.
Well, there is that time in a kid's life when you make a best friend. And then new kids come into school or whatnot, and then you start to learn that your best friend now has other best friends. But you start to realize that your best friend now has other friends also. Why? And then there's that struggle moment. And I thought they captured that really well.
No. Well, you do make a very valid point.
Thank
I
you.
will say that. But besides my gripes and your not gripes,
My insight into
This
the
is-
awesomeness.
this is a very well done film. It's visually stunning. The voice actors do a great job. It's so we start with Jacob Tremblay as Luca, and he does a really good job as this kid who is first I'm the scared kid who's trying to learn things to I have to be a little bit better at what he does.
Jim Gaffigan
Is the dad, yeah.
I love that. And I love Maya Rudolph as the mom.
Maya Rudolph plays a very specific type of mom, that very controlling mother.
Comes from love.
We're going to send you with your creepy uncle away to the deep where you will never
She
see light
was concerned
again.
for his safety.
No, that's 0 to 100. She should have went to 5, not to 100.
Comes from a good place.
But then you have Dylan Grazer, who we saw last in Shazam as the adopted brother. He's Alberto. And here's one thing that I kind of was shocked with. With the exception of 3 characters, most of the voice actors in this didn't do a Italian accent, which was kind of shocking. I would have expected them to keep doing the Italian accent. I mean, like...
But if you can't do it authentically, then you shouldn't do it at all.
True, or they could have cast Italian actors, or... Because this is
Yes.
set in Italy, and it's a love letter to Italy. All the music is Italian.
But
Their
the sea
references-
monsters didn't have to be Italian.
The sea monsters, yes, but all the humans could have been Italian, because the music is Italian, the visuals are Italian, the notes are Italian, and Emma Berman tries at first.
She did a great job being a spunky, kind of weird, outcast, redheaded girl. Loved her.
Yep, she was an outcast, and then of course we cannot forget where is his name? Marina Massironi, who plays the judge of the competition. Fun fact, she actually does the voices in Italian also. She plays the same character. And you can tell she's Italian. She has an accent. And that's why I would have thought they should have had more Italian actors, even if they're speaking English.
I agree. And if it's a love letter to Italy, then there should be more Italian than just naming pastas.
And using the names. The names were always, it was like speaking perfect English, and then they used the name. It's like, this is Urcolo Visconti. And also Sacha Baron Cohen's Uncle Hugo getting the stinger.
Yeah, that was cute. He coughs and starts to die, and Dad goes, punch him in the heart.
Because he's a bottom dweller.
He's got the glowy thing on the top of his head, and his body's kind of see-through, so you can kind of see everything. He's a little bit creepy.
So the voice cast, besides my low complaints, they did a great job with this. Also, John Rathsberger's in this. I don't know who he is, but he does a great job.
I
Who's
thought
playing?
everybody did a really great job.
It worked in this film, and also this made me feel like I was watching a Miyazaki film, a Studio Ghibli film, like Porco Rosso, because it had such stunning visuals, and it had it was a love letter to Italy.
The food, whoever did all of the food loves food because the food was beautiful. I would try not to eat for this one, and then I would purposefully fail and eat all of it.
It was a lot of pesto. There was no red sauce in that. That was the one thing that was kind of weird. There was no red sauce. It was all pesto.
It's not a lot. Not everything is red sauce in Italy.
I know, but it was like it's going to be lasagna, or it's all pesto lasagna. I know that was a thing.
No, that was the dad's signature dish.
The dad was awesome. Some people complain that they didn't go more into the fact that he was disabled. It was a one-off, like, oh, I was just born like this. That's it.
But I kind of like that they didn't make it a big deal. Because it shouldn't be a big deal.
It shouldn't be a big deal.
If that's what your body is, you're missing an arm, you're missing an arm.
Yeah. He kicked ass, though.
Yeah, he's like, I've been like this forever. And he's like, and take my knife out and cut the thing. And I'm, no problem.
Other issues some other reviewers have had, I'm listening to them, is that they said that the ending wasn't earned because it's kind of like there's a whole rule in this town and they just kind of throw it away at the ending. But again, this is a kid's movie, kids' logic.
Yeah.
And it's about being brave and being yourself. I think that's what the
and
overall
owning
story
who
is.
you are. Like, not just being yourself, but being proud of yourself.
True.
And the power of friendship and understanding.
Out of the Pixar films, I put this kind of in the middle. This wasn't like Soul, it wasn't like Inside Out or Up, where it's afterwards you're quiet and you're contemplative.
No, this was like feel good, fun summer movie.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you look at all the other Pixar films, this one just feels like it was okay. It was good. It wasn't like, oh, it wasn't a Toy Story 3. It wasn't.
I thought that this was more enjoyable, lighthearted. There's so much that has happened the past year for everybody. I mean, and you think about it, kids have been social learning and not in school, and everybody's on video chat, and there's been fear and scared, and people haven't been working, and all sorts of craziness in the world. I thought it was perfectly timed that this is a lighthearted, be who you are, own it, the power of friendship, enjoyable, fun, beautiful movie. Like,
Okay, I can respect that.
make a bowl of popcorn, watch a happy movie. It doesn't have to have an agenda, especially with everything that's been going on. That was my feeling.
The Pixar movies don't have agendas. They just.
Okay, maybe agenda was the wrong word. It doesn't have to have a hard, deep-rooted message that makes you sob or I don't know.
Okay, I can respect that.
I thought it was just sometimes you want a movie just to go watch and feel good and not think about things.
This is a popcorn movie. It really is.
Well, it also makes you kind of want to have a little bit of a pasta.
True.
Or an ice cream.
True. So we're not going to give an official rating for this, not like we did with In the Heights. That's totally different. But do you think this is better than In the Heights as a summer opener? Or different? Because both of them are summer movies, totally.
I think it's totally different. I think this is a better family film. I feel like In the Heights feels like it's more for adults. Like this I'll watch with our nephew.
If he watches it. Because he may be past this point now.
No.
He'll
watch it with his cool aunt.
He probably will. We'll have to wait and see. But overall, decent movie. And also, I love the fact that it says in the credits, it's my little spoiler, it says, developed at Disney Studios. Created in Burbank in our pajamas.
Because everybody worked from home.
Which is kind of cool. And and applause to them. They did a great job working at home with it. And hopefully now things are back. We'll see how the next one is. Because the next Pixar film is going to be Turning Red. And that one looks like a lot of fun. Really weird, but a lot of fun. So anyway, as usual, I'm Xan.
I'm Greta.
We're gone, so we'll catch you guys next time. Remember to like and subscribe, and keep watching fun movies. See you later.